Alright, today we're going to use trig ratios to find missing side lengths. We're going to start off by reviewing what sine, cosine, and tangent and which sides those trig ratios relate to. So first you have sine. Sine is going to be, go ahead and try to recall it if you can, opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine, we have adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent, we have opposite over adjacent. So that is going to be our three trig ratios that we know, and we're going to use that to find missing side lengths. You will need a calculator today. You can probably use one of the ones that your teacher has, or use the calculator on Google. All right, so for today's notes, this is day 1, in which we're given a specific case of given one angle and one side, and then we're missing a side. So we're trying to find that other side, and then we're going to solve it by setting up trig ratios and solving for x. All right, so let's look at the first one. I'll go through 1, 2, 3, and then you guys do the b's. I'll do the a's. Okay, on the first one, here we go. So let's look at this. When I look at this, I see that we have our angle right here at 37, and then we do also have, so let's put this in red. I also have side 15. So I am going to label 15 as my hypotenuse. And from 37, I'm going to label my other two sides. Go ahead and label your sides without me. Try it and label it without me. Good job. So this is opposite. And this is adjacent. So now I need to set up a trig ratio that connects the two things, or I guess the thing that I know, which is the hypotenuse, and the thing that I don't know, which is opposite. So I go back up here. Which one of my three trig ratio uses opposite and hypotenuse? That's correct, that's sine. So let's set up sine of 37. So sine of 37 degrees is going to be opposite over hypotenuse. So sine of 37 will be opposite, since I don't know it, is x, and my hypotenuse is 15. Now, solving for x means I need to box this x, get it by itself. So I'm going to inverse 15, and I get x is equal to 15 times sine 37. So you can type this into your calculator, or you can type it into Google. Just make sure that when you do type it in, do 15 first. Do 15, then times sine of 37. And make sure that your calculator is in degrees. There's two metrics for degrees. There's radians and degrees. Make sure that yours is in degrees. If you don't know, ask your teacher to check that yours is in degrees. Then I will get x is equal to 9.027. Again, this is by using a calculator. Alright, so go ahead and try 1b if you can. Good luck. Next, we have 2a. 2a, find the nearest hundredth. Again, the same 37 degrees. This 15 is my hypotenuse. And I am going to label my other two sides. This one's going to be opposite. This one's going to be adjacent. So from what I'm given an angle. I know one side, but I don't know the other side. I guess I know the hypotenuse, but I don't know the other side. Which trig ratio will I use to connect hypotenuse and adjacent? Hypotenuse and adjacent, which one? That's correct, that's going to be cosine. So let's set up cosine of 37, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So cosine of 37 is equal to x over 15. And this one is going to be solved very similarly. So multiplying both sides by 15. Now you get x equals 15 times cosine of 37. So typing that in, 15 times cosine of 37 equals 11 to the nearest hundredth, so 11.98. Go ahead and try 2b. And on the last one for 3a, let's set up 3a. I'm actually going to let you do 3a. I'll do 3b. I'll do 3b for you. So for 3b, I'm looking at this angle, and I have 15. I'll label this one as hypotenuse. I'll label this one as opposite. I'll label this one as adjacent. This one's different because we have our 37 right here, and we know our opposite, but we don't know our adjacent. So we do need to set it up so that these two adjacent and opposite are connected. Which of the three trig ratios will connect opposite with adjacent? Sine, cosine, or tangent? That's correct. It will be tangent. So this would be tangent of 37 is equal to opposite over adjacent. Let me double check that is correct. That is correct. So tangent of 37 is equal to 15 over x. Now solving for x, I will have to cross multiply, so turn it into a fraction, cross multiply, and I get 15 is equal to x times tangent of 37. Solving for x means I box this, and I get this on the other side by inversing. Dividing both sides by tangent of 37. Cancels. X is equal to 15 over tangent of 37. And using my handy dandy calculator, 15 divided by tangent of 37, which is 19.91. Alright, go ahead and try 1b, 2b, and 3a, and check your answer on the next slide. I'm not going to show you the work, so I will need you to try it to get your answer. Good luck.